City Elks taking on the Austin Desperados.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Austin Desperados and the Salt Lake City Elks. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
Always a tough travel.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players. It gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Elks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made it their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
"7-7", our score after one. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Wide open receiver complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Desperados' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
51 yards on the ground for him so far. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Boston's offense ready to go again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Desperados have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bates. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. That's caught at the 3. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Jonathan Taylor, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Tua Tagovailoa, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready. Set, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. 33. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he's stopped at the 1-yard line.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Desperados take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Austin's offense ready to go again.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
2nd down and 7.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Elks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point safely through, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Knocked away and incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went it backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Elks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for our visitors, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.